Yeah.
Sausage.
You about to go off. You about to go off topic. You're gonna lose your train of thought.
I believe with Cajun lasagna.
I saw your brain processing different ingredients. You're like,
no, no. How would I do this? That actually sounds dope as hell. Cajun lasagna. Shit.
See,
Yeah.
We're just gonna start this shit live.
The only time I caught the Holy Ghost was when I was in church drinking.
Like, they're two dumb dudes. Welcome to the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. Hey, Kool-Aid!
Kool-Aid sounds good right now.
Bro, you look like just blast through a wall, get ready to record.
Shoot, what's wrong with that?
I'm just saying, it's like, when you see a solid red shirt, it sticks out. A solid red shirt sticks out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something you really see on an everyday basis. Usually you got some kind of graphic on it, something. Matter of fact, solid shirts in general, like unless they're white or gray or black, you don't really see a lot of solid colored shirts, right?
Not really. Just I guess I got them because I got them from the dollar store.
No. They come in handy. You can wear one with like a jacket on top, something, layer it, and it usually looks nice.
I just got them because it was cheap. You know what I'm saying? And using as work shirts.
You got like a pair of red jeans to go with it, Hiram?
Oh no.
You look like Ronald McDonald.
Nah, no.
I'm gonna fly Israel on the bus,
man. Yeah, he had yellow and red boots.
Yeah, but he stayed having like the tag, like the 34 by 30 tag on the back of his jeans because he just picked them up at like Marshalls or some shit. Like, Hiram, man, just stop buying so many jeans and save up for like
a car.
Exactly.
Because I don't know. I mean, we did not live in a major city. Subways and buses and taxis were not like a better choice from driving your own car.
Yeah. But I mean, when you were a kid, if you got to ride the PVTA, you kind of felt cool.
Look, when I started riding the PVTA, I want to say going to. No, you know what? I am lying. Because I only took it after school when I was playing sports because I actually had to ride the yellow bus. Yeah. Me and the cheese bus was friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. For those listening, the PVTA is the Pioneer Valley Transport Authority in Massachusetts. And yeah, if you live a certain distance. What?
About to fuck you up with this.
What?
Public Vehicle Transportation Association. That's what I thought.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
You said Pioneer Valley. I said public vehicle.
Bro, I'm saying it with confidence. I don't actually know what it means.
Oh, okay. So none of us know shit. Okay. I was going to say I'm today years old when I found out what the letters meant.
Yeah, but that's the public transportation in Springfield. And if you lived a certain distance away from the school, you had to ride the yellow buses. But then once you crossed over that line, you got to ride the city buses. And
yep.
I kind of felt like you was like a rite of passage.
Yeah, pretty much. Like you was growing up now.
Yeah,
you could ride the big kids bus.
All right, well, speaking of rite of passages, welcome to the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. It's your boy Sarath, aka Makazi,
and your boy Chris Brown, aka Red 4 Delta. How's everybody doing out there?
Well, the movie the movie I picked for this week is pretty close to Chris because it's all about killing. Chris is always killing. He's always killing chickens. He's always killing desserts. He's always killing pork chops.
Always killing that pussy.
We'll file that under the seat.
Oh God!
But no, the movie I picked for this week is actually a brand new movie on Netflix. It's The Killer from David Fincher, and I don't know. I'm curious to see what you think about this movie and how it compares to. Are you familiar with David Fincher movies?
I don't know the name, so I'm just gonna say no. But I might have seen him. I don't know.
Well, he did like Seven. He did,
okay, yeah.
Was it the Social Network? What is it?
I said 7 was years ago. That came out what 99 maybe.
Yeah. He's done a lot of really good movies. But he's like psychological thrillers. I think he did Panic Room. Was another movie he did.
Okay.
But he's really fucking good. And like I was wondering, like comparing to his other movies, like what do you think about this film?
Well, now that I know, at least with those three, you said Seven, Panic Room, and Social Network.
Yeah, there's one more that's pretty well known. I just can't. It's not in my brain right now. But if I'll look it up. I'm like, oh yeah, that's obvious that he made that.
If off those movies alone, Seven still is like a great classic to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The mystery of it, the using the 7 deadly sins, and
he also did Zodiac, which is one of my favorite movies.
Zodiac, I liked it, but I didn't like the ending. It left you in the cliffhanger.
Because that's how it really is. That's a real life. That ain't no storybook. That actually happened.
Yeah. But I still want to know. It's like because you never fully know if it's this dude or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, that's what really happened. Like, no one actually knows who the Zodiac killer was.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, do you compare this movie to any of his other movies that you've seen? Like, at least style wise?
When now that you mentioned them, yeah. Like it, I'm not gonna say a long drawn out story.
Yeah.
But well, actually, no, because this was more like a narration. Like there was very, very little communication between people in this movie.
Yeah,
it was always a voiceover and then him doing things.
Yeah, I think for me, if I had to pick another one of his movies that I would say it's kind of similar to is Zodiac. Mm-hmm. As in, like Zodiac, it's a story about the serial killer and trying to catch a serial killer, but it's more about what the process of trying to catch a serial killer is for the detectives. Like how long it takes, and all the different like red tape you got to go through to try to catch someone. Mm-hmm. This movie, I felt like, you got a movie about about an assassin, but it's not about the kills. It's kind of about the process of this is what you have to do in order to be a good assassin, to take someone. Yeah. Like, you got to tail somebody, just sit there for hours, just watch them and learning their fucking all their nuances and their schedules and shit.
Oh yeah, it was definitely fun to watch. Like even the whole introduction of the movie, mm-hmm. Where he's sitting in I can say a tower, but like an abandoned apartment or abandoned building rather. Yeah. And he's just up there, just practicing staying awake, watching, waiting, mm-hmm. trying to be a local, blending in. Like he has a reference where because he's in Paris, yeah. And he says that he found that being a German tourist is people won't really mess with too much. Yeah. Which I found interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's like he was saying that like it's better to just be unnoticeable than to hide. Mm-hmm. Hiding just better to be unrecognizable. Like people just don't notice you. Yeah. And I think sometimes when you think of like James Bond or some shit, like James Bond is like world renowned. Like that he can't really be a spy.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's in the tuxedo. That's his look. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I even think like with this movie, I think it had a more realistic take to like what an assassin would be. Because I think like the Jason Bourne movies, it's another assassin, but it's so like action packed.
Yeah. Like this was more about get the job done. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Quick, easy, whoever you can get it done. The longest fight scene was him and the dude in Florida.
Yeah. He was fighting them like the jacked, like, first of all, that ain't St. Petersburg. Okay. They said the thing said he was in St. Petersburg, Florida. I've been to St. Pete. Actually, I'm going there tomorrow. That don't look like that. That should be fucking Floribama.
It actually did. Oh man.
Speaking of Floribama, what you drinking? Actually, that's Floribama right now.
Sure is shit.
Yeah, what you drinking?
Oh, what am I drinking? I'm trying to keep it simple today. This is all the whiskey I got.
Jesus drink, all right.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do the red, white, and blue spirit off. I don't think I've done this one yet.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
So speaking of Jesus drink, just because we call it Jesus drink.
Yeah.
Do you think the Bible was written by a black dude?
No.
You don't think you never thought about it? Or maybe at least a Mexican dude.
I was gonna say I don't think black dudes like controlling that much shit.
Yeah, but like Jesus was born out of wedlock, right?
He was born of a virgin. Yeah.
Well, was she married?
No, but
born. Yeah, he don't know who his real dad is. He got a stepdad.
Okay, name what? What, Joseph?
Yeah, his name is Jesus. Some dude like, yeah, that's some brother or some Mexican dude wrote that story, bro.
Hold on, wait. So that's like kind of funny. It'll be Mary, Joseph, and Jesus.
Yeah, it's Maria, Jose, and Jesus.
That's what it is. Oh, that's
yeah,
what
it just got translated over the years. That wasn't a main. That wasn't a manger. That was the garage.
But today was up there in the what's that damn thing? That shit you feed the pigs out of.
Yeah, the trough.
Yeah, there you go.
I got my little grab bag.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Let's see what
the 40-ounce bag of goodies.
Let's see. The little X on the beach.
Oh, another one of those.
Yep. And then I was gonna drink some coquito today because I made a batch because it ain't the holiday season until you make the coquito.
You make that shit.
Yeah.
I ain't hating on it. I just don't. Yeah, just not
because you don't like drinks that actually taste good. You like drinks that you can take paint off with.
Turpentine.
Yeah. I got fucking like nail polish remover.
Nah. I tried that before.
I've got the Trulies. Yeah, the actual like 100 proof moonshine.
Oh, that's talking about when we was working at Friendly's and I tried the alcohol based shit. And you was people just looking at me shaking your head. And I was in the bathroom throwing up like 20 minutes later.
No, that wasn't that. That was you took a shot of the fucking citric acid.
It was something I took a shot of. That shit had me fucked up.
Yeah, citric acid. That's the shit that's in fucking lemons and shit. Yeah. But all right, let's do these shots and then let's talk about some, headshots in this movie.
Oh yeah. Which is interesting. Then we'll get into it.
Well, so one of the things that I thought was interesting about this movie is they don't use no names. I don't know if you noticed that.
Now that I'm thinking about it, they didn't. The only name I remember hearing in there was Claiborne.
Yeah. Claiborne, and then they that Ed whatever the black dude, I forget his name, Edmonds or something. Your shit is, I don't know how it's recorded right now, but your thing was like you're strobing like that.
Really?
Yeah. Now I see. I don't know. It's like a connection issue kind of thing.
Oh, okay. I look fine on my end, but
yeah. All right, whatever. As long as it records right, we good.
Hey, I don't see nothing.
But yeah, because when I was looking at the credits at the end,
okay, you just froze.
Yeah, see? I think it's just this guy's probably working through some kinks. But I was looking at the credits at the end, and it said like his name was the killer, it was the client, then there was like the lawyer, like all these different names. They didn't actually use any names except for the black dude. I don't think they used any names.
The black dude at the desk?
Yeah.
Okay.
I seen him in another movie. I forget what movie it was.
I don't remember.
Anyways, cheers, brother.
Cheers. Make it happen.
Yep. Here's a question. Could you be an assassin? Actually look good in the cup with the ice.
Yeah, I can.
That's nice.
When I drink it regular, it's too sweet. I'd have the ice with it.
Yeah.
Could I be an assassin? I think so.
Hell no. Hell no.
What you mean? Hell no.
Because everybody be like, everywhere you walk, they be like, smell pork chops, and they would know it's around. There ain't no way you gonna be an assassin.
And then that'd be the easiest cover up.
Yeah, right. Every assassination happens at 3 a.m. because that's the practice.
If I ever miss a target, they'd be like, what do you remember? All I smelled was pork grease. That's all I remember was pork grease.
Your calling card. That's like the Wet Bandits and Home Alone.
Oh man.
Yeah, but yeah, could you see yourself actually being an assassin? Someone who's paid exorbitant amounts of money to go take out people who you have no connection with, and then you go off and live in Ecuador and do your own thing.
I think so. I think the chase of it is what would be the funnest part.
Elaborate.
Like, okay, we even with the movie, the stakeouts, the watching, the measuring, the distance, people's patterns, just soaking it all in, just and knowing what window you have to do whatever you got to do real quick. I think the whole setup of it would be, to me, the setup would be the fun part.
But that's like very precise shit. And like, I've seen you cook. You ain't precise with nothing. So I don't know if you, like, I don't know if that's your forte.
I would say food is fuel.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I'm precise with eating it. That's all that matters.
I feel like, you know how like some people have like different styles. Like some people are like, you know, they're like some assassins are snipers. Some assassins come at you with a sword or a knife, close hand to hand.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it all depends on the situation. Like, okay, if you're frying chicken, you're not going to use a knife to turn it. You need some tongs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you still gotta cook it for a set amount of time so it doesn't burn.
Yeah, but every situation calls for a different tool.
Yeah, but I'm saying like it's still a precise thing. I'm just saying you're not precise.
I can be precise and I want to be.
Nah, your ruler's only in inches. Ain't no centimeters on it. Like that's it. You're just full on a lot of guesstimations.
Oh, sometimes that's the best way to do it. Excuse me.
No, but like, okay, so you're intrigued by the process of building the knowledge in order to, okay, this is gonna be the perfect time to take this person out.
Yeah, he says it in the beginning of the movie. He says, what's he say? He says, if you watch enough Dateline TV, you can learn what not to do.
Yeah.
And then he said, if you could think of what did he say, 12? What did he say? Was it 12 excuses or something like that?
Yeah.
He said you're damn near a genius.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different ways to go around it. But there's just so many different things you have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do you think you can be an assassin?
I'm a little too. I get a little too connected to things.
Okay,
like my emotional cup is always filling itself up. So I might have to take somebody out. I'm like, man, like what did this dude do that I gotta take him out right now?
You want my opinion? I think you could. If you removed your ability to care about something, you got. I'm just saying,
bro. That shit ain't a shirt.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you could remove your ability to care about something, yeah, you got the perfect height.
Right, because it's not noticeable. 5'6".
Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? You'll blend in anywhere. For one, and this is gonna sound racist as fuck, you're Asian. People don't pay attention to y'all no way, unless you're cooking rice.
Well, okay, so what works for me is I'm kind of racially ambiguous. I've come to accept it over the years, but like, you know, if I grow my facial hair out, I look Hispanic or Filipino. If I cut it, I look more Asian. You know, okay. I might fall. I'm that wanted poster that just looks like everybody.
Yeah, if you had to change your look, grow your mustache, shave it off, grow your hair, whatever, you could probably pull off an afro if you wanted to.
I know I could. I could probably pull off afro better than you.
You probably could. Just say it.
You ever see in Ong Bak when he's fighting the dude in the fight pit, it's the Asian dude with the afro.
Oh no, I gotta think. Ong Bak.
Tony Jaa.
I know, but I'm getting mixed up between two movies. That and The Protector.
Nah, so it's the one where he goes into that fight pit because the guy stole the money or whatever.
Oh,
they put him into the fight, and it's the Asian dude. He got pajamas on, and he like jumps and does the splits.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got an afro.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You're okay, yeah. I remember now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think I would get too emotionally involved. Like I feel like I'd be the time I spent, you know, finding out the right time to take this person out. I might get like emotionally attached to the motherfucker. But oh man, this dude got bills to pay.
See what I'm saying?
Like he got a fine wife. He gonna not have this. He got 2 kids.
Nah, see what I'm saying? Yeah, dude said in the movie, don't get sidetracked. Stick to the job.
Yeah, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can stick to the job.
That's what I'm saying. If you could remove your ability to care, you might be okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so if you were an assassin, what would be your style of assassin that you would want?
That I would want?
Take a motherfucker out.
Quiet and deadly. One shot kill. That's it. I ain't got time to play around with you.
You're gonna what? You're gonna sit back with a sniper rifle?
Whatever it calls for. For sometimes being up close and personal is the best way to do it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what would you be known? You know, in John Wick or in like something like, okay, so in some cartoons, you know, when they come across like different killers or whatever, like everyone's known for something. Oh, that's the man with the golden fist. Or this is Johnny Two Swords, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, what would you be known for?
I want to say we talked about this before, but in a different movie or something like that.
And we talked about in John Wick, and we were talking about what kind of like suits.
Okay, yeah. I told you my supposed to be hand-to-hand combat. I really, I love the physicality of it. Like, because it's a story to me. You know what I'm saying? The setup is like the introduction, the confrontation is the middle, and then when it's over, that's the end.
Yeah. Okay. So that I guess that's very comic booky. Same with me. It's all very comic booky as far as what would be, but like real world, what would you prefer to be as an assassin? Would you prefer to be just long range, take a person out with a?
Yeah, that would be like in real world, long range across the city somewhere that we can get the fuck out when you need to.
I think for me, I would be the guy that would learn the person's nuances and their approach to everyday life, and I would just sneak in and poison and be out.
But see, I thought about that too. I watched a documentary a while back on the Iceman, and hearing his stories was like, yo, this dude was a whole different level.
Yeah, like
some people he shot straight point blank in the head.
Yeah,
like he would get in character, like suits, whatever, make concoctions and all kind of stuff. And cause I remember I was interviewing him, and he said something about how he had to go kill somebody.
Yeah.
But once he tracked them down and found that they was always partying in the gay club, he had to go get a big ass yellow suit and learn how to fit in. And he said that he realized he couldn't do it the way he normally would, so he got a needle, injected needle, whatever.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And when he bumped into him in the club, injected him real quick and kept going. And the lady asked him, she was like, "What was in the needle?" He said, "A heart attack." And she said, "But what you put in there?" He said, "A heart attack." And left it at that. I was like, that's crazy.
Bro, people that can do that is just but I mean, I guess for some people after a while that just becomes work.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I've never been in that position. You have, but like it's like not to that extent. But I'm saying, like, you know, to you, putting on your boots, grabbing your gun, and hopping in the tank became that's everyday life. So it's like it's nothing to you, but to me, you know, that's I don't know. I go look at fucking sewing needles. That's except of what I'm doing.
But see, it's, I guess to plead my case, it's a difference. Because I don't care what you say. Some people say, you know, after a while, you just get used to it.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is, whether you're a garbage man, a painter, whatever the case may be.
Yep.
You get used to it, but if it's not something you want to do, it's never gonna rest easy with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, even though you're used to it, doesn't mean that it still sits with you properly.
So you're that assassin with a conscience.
Shit. Oh, that's my alarm.
Yeah, lasagna.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go take care.
No, I'm gonna get that in a minute. But
go ahead. I
don't want to lose this thought.
Before it becomes Cajun style.
You know, that would be Cajun lasagna. How would that be?
You put some possum in there.
No. I'll talk about the spices. Maybe some gator, some shrimp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sausage.
Are you about to go off? You about to go off topic? You're gonna lose your train of thought.
I
saw your brain processing different ingredients. You're like,
oh, no. How would I do this? That actually sounds dope as hell. Cajun lasagna. Shit.
See,
yeah. And I just said I don't want to lose my train of thought. And I still did.
You started talking about fucking ingredients.
Oh shit! All right, give me a minute. Let me go fix this real quick.
Yeah, we'll be back in a sec. Was it burnt?
Yeah, no.
Actually, I'm making some. It's like a chicken and mushroom stew, kind of a stew, but just something that you can make that you can put over like rice and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm making something in a bit, but I got my pressure cooker out. on my tools. I know you don't know nothing about that. You don't even know about an oven until about a year ago.
Hey, open flame was the best way.
Yo, your microphone.
Oh shit! Yeah, I turned it. My bad. Better.
I heard echo, and I was like, okay.
No, I say open flame was the best way.
I love cooking over.
You just better watch that son, bitch.
Bro. One time I was cooking on my green egg.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what I was doing, but like with the green egg, you gotta open that lid like slow. Because if you open it too fast, like the air comes from the bottom, the shit, whatever.
Mm-mm.
Flame was about 7 feet high. And I was trying to like close the lid and do some shit to get rid of it. Bro.
Yeah.
My wings was done.
Yeah.
But like
that's the original blackened chicken.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did the Chris Brown edition.
This is a Chris Brown edition.
Right.
Oh man.
Okay, so the killer, so he was tasked with taking, out a client or someone. We don't know who it was.
Mm-hmm.
And he ends up missing because the stripper, the dancer, just took a right turn or a left turn. And so, in doing so, he's trying to escape, but then ramifications.
Yeah.
When you're a hired gun and you don't hit the target,
mm-hmm.
shit's gonna happen.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
That part was interesting to me because, for one, the movie never went back to that character, mm-hmm. which I thought they was gonna actually say who he was and why he was after him in the first place.
Yeah.
But then I realized it's more about him just being an assassin and knowing how to do his job and doing it well.
Yeah.
Because then he goes to avenge his wife, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
I think this movie was less about the kills and why the kills are happening and more about the life of an assassin. Like, this is what you have to deal with when you're a killer.
Yeah.
How would you feel? You come home and you hear the music going and you start seeing all this shit broken in your house. And
Well, see, in my opinion, if they told the story right, he already felt like something was going to happen because when we were going to get on the bus or the airplane, the dude in the suits and the shades,
was looking at him.
Yeah, he was like, okay.
But I think that was after, because when he was going home, he was driving home. Mm-hmm. He got to wherever he was going, and then when he got there, like, he stopped at the gate. He went to go like get in, and then I forget what happened, but then he had to hop the gate and run into where the house was. Because I want to say the dude with the sunglasses was after, when he started on his mission to go, or on his personal mission to go take out or follow the trail of who took out, who attacked his girl.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if I came home, if I had a job again, like I sew. Mm-hmm. If I came home and my family's slaughtered because I made a pair of wrong pants, like, I think I might react in the same way. I can't hold it. And he got the tools to do it.
Yeah, because he started digging up all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Yeah, definitely. But also knowing if you just missed your target.
Yeah.
So maybe a sense of guilt, like they're supposed to come after me.
Yeah.
Like, I guess you do a job like that, you don't want to hurt anybody innocent in the way. You want your target, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So to know that somebody's coming after you and they hit somebody that's close to you, but they got shit to do with the shit that you do, mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll kind of affect you a little differently.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because they're all just innocent bystanders. Even like, I mean, I have no idea how it goes, but even with like gangbangers and stuff, mm-hmm. they always say, no, what is it? They don't say innocence. What is it?
Well, bullets ain't got no names?
No. When they talk about like innocent civilians that get injured, they say no.
Innocent bystanders?
But they say a specific word. It's not casualties. It's not innocent bystanders. It's I forget, but they have a specific, like, no matter what they do, like, they don't involve people who ain't involved in the street.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think as a killer, like that, the last thing you want is for someone who's not involved in this scenario, this life, whatever, put you in this position to be affected.
I mean, think about it. If that was you, and like you said, you made the wrong pair of pants, mm-hmm. and somebody's mad because the parents you made them didn't have the right fur that they wanted on them.
Yep.
And you come home and find Ryu shaved up and say, now make it right. What you gonna do?
Why you gotta say that?
Because I know it would hit you. You come home and find your
red.
dog ass naked, no fur at all.
Because the parent in me would be like, I'm about to go kill this motherfucker who shaved my dog.
See, but
no. But the sower in me might be like, man, how come we ain't never made corgi for
See what I mean? Yeah. You care too much. Because at the same time, say, wait a minute, how somebody come shave your dog and say, now make it right? That means you know who it is. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they came to attack something you care about. You know what I mean? Collateral damage.
Yeah, collateral damage. There you go. That's a word. I'm taking a motherfucker. Listen, I'd be upset if someone just pushes my dog away with their foot, let alone actually hurting the motherfucker. Like if someone goes, "Oh man, get the fuck out of here," and just kind of shoves them away with their foot.
Yeah,
you lucky if I don't fucking go over there and just break your knee.
See what I'm saying? Go Bruce Leroy on them.
Yeah,
the new John Wick. I swear.
Okay, so in the story, it's just all about like slowly figuring out like who went after his wife, and it's a tedious process. And I think that's the thing that's lost in movies as far as the idea of the sexy assassin. But like I'm not calling the motherfucker sexy, but I'm like that's a character out there. That's like John Wick, whatever. He's characterized as the assassin that can do no wrong, almost like even if he kills an innocent person, it's John Wick, he can get away with it. But like the idea of like, okay, this is what it takes to be that kind of person. Like, did you ever consider that when you think about when you watch an assassin movie?
I feel like we're going back to that question that I didn't want to thought on. It was like, you lace up your boots and you get into that character for the job you signed up for, whatever the case may be. What was your question again?
Did you ever think about the process of what it takes to be a high level assassin when watching like assassin movies and shit like that?
Definitely. I mean, it takes a whole lot of training, a whole lot of time, and a whole lot of patience. Yeah. And I think, in my opinion, I believe patience is the number one key.
But why don't you think they show that more in movies? Because is it because it's not fun? Because it's not sexy?
I mean, because nobody has any patience to want to sit there and watch that. I mean, in my opinion, that actually did a good job in this one. Open the scene. He talks about how Paris wakes up different from any other city.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there in the chair with the heater by his feet. You know what I'm saying? And just that whole process. It even makes the phone call. And the guy's like, "You've been there for 5 days." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he's like, I can't take the shot right now. Yeah. There's not a good time. I still gotta wait. Yeah. If you want to do it right, precision is important. You know what I'm saying?
Like, okay, so like in the first Jason Bourne movie, like you see him, the opening scene, like he's floating in the water and he gets pulled out of the water and they pull the bullet out. And they're talking about like the reason why he was there was because he had figured out that Wombosi was going to be on the boat. So then he went and disguised himself as a boat dealer, set everything up so that he could take this, so Wombosi can go off on the boat for a little bit to test it out. Then he snuck onto the boat, hid on it for 5 days or for a few days before he snuck out and tried to kill him. Like, I want to see that movie. I want to see that movie where it's that process of doing everything, setting up to finally take someone out.
I have to watch the Bourne Identity again, because you always refer to them like your favorite movies.
Yeah,
and I remember seeing them, but not in depth the way you talk about them.
Bro, if you watch the Bourne Identity, like, okay, so the one thing that you're gonna notice is like the ending might feel a little small. Okay, because like and from what I've read, or from what I've read about the movie, they originally had this big thing planned where like some big building was gonna blow up and they were gonna do all this crazy shit. All of a sudden 9/11 happened, and so they were like, "Oh, let's stay away from like those big crazy explosions and shit like that."
Gotcha. Yeah.
But when you see that ending of that movie, to me, it's like it's dope because it's like some finales aren't a fucking big crazy, fight on the side of a mountain where people are running after each other. Sometimes it's just two dudes in a room and in 10 seconds it's over. That's like if it's a real life scenario. And I feel like in the Jason Bourne movies, they tried to play it more like intimate.
Okay.
And that's what this movie to me felt intimate. It just felt like, all right, we're just gonna follow this guy on a ride.
It definitely had my attention. Like, I mean, I was definitely interested in it.
Yeah.
The way the story was being told, like I said, there was very few communication throughout the movie. The conversation with him and the girl at the table, even in the fight scene with the black dude, that you chose the wrong house, motherfucker. That's all he said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even when he goes to see the black dude and the white lady in the office, very little communication. Yeah. It was all about action, and not like over the top action. Just like get this done, get it done quick, and then be on my way. You know what I'm saying?
What did you think about that fight scene in the Florida house?
I thought it was dope. It felt real. Like it could have went down that way. You know what I'm saying?
I felt
I felt like the sound effects was extra. Like, are they really punching that hard?
I thought there's two things I thought. One, I was like, I like the way it went down because I hate, and I guess when you're trying to build up John Wick as this, supreme assassin, he can pretty much do and beat anyone. But the fact that this dude went in there and was getting his ass whooped, I was like, not yet, because to me he seems more like that tactical assassin, not the hand-to-hand combat guy. So he actually had to work for those fights. Then two, the motherfucker went into a house with three dudes who would have killed him, no problem. But the motherfucker went running when that dog came.
He wasn't stupid on that one.
Oh, he knew exactly. He knew exactly who the biggest problem was. That dog went in, checked everyone, was like, "Yo, motherfuckers!" Like, no, and then just chased him.
And when he heard the dog coming, he took off. Like, nah, I gotta go.
Yeah. That's how it is, bro. You got chased by like a pit bull?
Hell yeah, shit.
What's the worst memory you got about being chased by a dog?
The dog would sleep on the steps, and I didn't even know it. And I walk in the yard, close the gate.
Yep.
And I'm walking through the yard, and for some reason, there's this big ass, massive ass dog bowl sitting right there in the yard next to the walkway, whatever. And I say to myself, "That's a big ass dog bowl." It don't click. There's a fucking dog.
Yeah.
I keep walking until I get to the steps, and the dog's sitting there sleeping.
Yep.
And when I got, I'm gonna just say a good 10 feet, because 10 feet ain't shit to a dog. That motherfucker's run quick.
Yeah.
And I went from popped his head up, and I stopped, and I was like, "Oh fuck, big ass pit." So much wasn't small. Backed up slowly. He stood up. I turned the fuck around and booked. Like, nah, fuck this shit. I ain't doing it. He came running down the steps, but I ain't gonna say he was friendly, but he didn't chase me the way that he was trying to catch me. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't playing. No, fuck that. I ain't stupid.
There was this one time I was in my friend's backyard. It was in East Springfield, and fucking Sean Fan.
Yeah. To him.
They were just at my parents' house this past weekend.
That's what's up.
Yeah, but actually they got to help me out. I had an idea for your Christmas present, but they got to help me out. Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah. But so I was at their house. And next door there was like a yard with it, whatever, and they had a small fence, maybe like 3 feet high. And there was a pit bull that was always over there trying to fucking like bark at everyone. So we were over there playing one day, and the pit bull was inside the house and it's barking at everyone. So we're sitting there antagonizing the shit. I'm jumping on the fence and like balancing and shit. So I'm trying to do that shit. And as I'm doing that, the owner, because I guess the dog's making so much noise, the owner lets the dog out of the house.
Really?
As it lets the dog out of the house, I fucking fall off the fence and land on that side of the fence.
No.
So the dog is running at me. I like jump up and like kind of sidestep, and it misses me. And then I just kind of like take 2 steps and hop over the fence. No hands, just.
That's the Asian zing. You know what I'm saying?
I got over, and my fucking heart was just racing. Like I I've never been that scared in my life.
Look, man, I don't know how many times you've had to encounter situations where you just have to react and do shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But when your senses kicked in, or kick in rather,
Oh.
like I really, really wonder, like the way you just said you sidestepped and jumped and no hands over the fence, like how strong a person actually really is, how fast we really are.
Yeah.
Because when we have to be that way in this life or death, like
I mean,
it's different.
Yeah, but that's what they said. You know how they say humans only use like 10% of their potential,
Mm-hmm.
and like I think it's because if you tap into that other, I think humans in general use 10-15% of the potential. Like superior athletes maybe use 30-40%.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have to tap into that 80-90%, you can only do it but for so long, maybe 20 seconds. Then you're done.
Because I don't know if you've ever been there, but like for me, everything moves slow, but you're moving extra quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you don't know it till it's all over with. Once it's over, you say, what the fuck just happened? You know what I'm saying?
It's like running. Like you don't know you can run as fast as you can until you run as fast as you can, but it's only gonna last for 20 seconds. Then when you're done or you're on the ground, you look like, oh, I was running like 16 miles an hour. Like, yeah, just for that 20 seconds. But then again, like, but like I said, superior athletes, you got those African marathon runners who are running 13 miles an hour for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like levels. But I mean,
yeah, true.
You got to sit there and just, you're not the strongest person in the world, but if you're trying to hold someone from falling, you might find some strength that you don't even realize you got.
Yeah.
The fuck?
What was it?
It was a trash truck outside.
Okay.
Out as fuck. Okay, so where do you place The Killer amongst other assassin movies?
I feel like it stands on by itself.
Why?
Because it tells the story of the assassin, not like the jobs he was doing and everything. That even though he went to go avenge his wife, it's still being narrated. Because what got me is when he gets to his final target in the end.
Yep.
And he's like, I just broke your security with the pistol and this, that, and you really have no idea who I am? And he was like, no. So it was almost like, well then, I don't need to kill you then, because you had nothing to do with what was going on with me.
Yeah. It made you in that moment. He was like, this ain't about just killing people. This is about actual revenge on the people who had, a hand in what happened to me.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite scenes because he was like, he's sitting there listening to this guy. He's telling him, hey, I paid for this or whatever, and they told me this, whatever, and I just did. And his only thing was like, you mean to tell me I snuck through your security into your apartment with a loaded pistol, and you have no idea why I'm here? And he was just like, all right. Because everyone else, the minute they saw him, they knew why he was there.
Yeah.
Right. That's to me, that's fucked up. It's like when someone shows up at your door, like, okay, so for example, Kill Bill.
Okay.
That opening scene in Kill Bill where Uma Thurman shows up at Vivica Fox's door. She opens it up and sees her, and in that moment, she knows, like, all right, whatever's about to happen, I deserve this shit. Like I've never had that happen to me, but I can't imagine what that's like.
I don't know. I can't say I have. I want to say I have, but I can't think of one on top.
You every time your stomach rumbles, you be like, I deserve this shit.
What? Because I'm hungry?
No, your stomach rumbles because of what you ate.
Oh shit!
All that grease. But you and fucking canola oil are like this, bro.
Olive oil.
Come on, ain't no truck stop using fucking olive oil.
They probably using vegetable.
Yeah, this shit is made from fucking corn, which is crazy because corn, you can eat it. They can turn it into like oil that you can cook with. They can put it into gasoline so you can use to drive with it. And they can mash it up and turn it into, like, I don't know. It's just
corn syrup. I mean, yeah, corn is
sugar.
Really, really interesting.
But it's the thing. So I was watching a documentary about corn, and they were like, the government subsidizes it. They're just like, grow as much as you can. We'll pay you for it, and then we'll figure out what to do with it. And so they just come up with a bunch of shit to do with whatever the ingredients in corn is.
That's crazy.
That's why if you like go to school and you want to major in chemistry, you think you're gonna cure cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you just figuring out different ways to cook with corn. That's it.
Yeah. Well, it's Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Dude was a incredible chemist.
Mm-hmm.
He found his niche selling fucking meth.
Yeah, making drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
What's your niche? What did you want to major when you went to college?
What did I want to major in? Well, I majored in communication. Actually, television communication.
Okay, so imagine if you major in television communication,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden you just you're a cameraman for a porn company, right? I could imagine somebody goes to film school because they have aspirations to be an Oscar-winning cinematographer.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you watching bestiality live in person. You're like, what the fuck am I doing? It pays the bill.
Oh shit.
Right?
Yeah. 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 Damn. It's like, well, you reached the dream, kinda.
Yeah, bro. I trained for years to be a wrestler.
Yeah.
Now I'm sitting here measuring, 300-pound dudes.
So you made it to the wrestling industry, just not as a wrestler.
Exactly.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, but no, I think they did. Sorry, stumbling on my words. I think they need to make more movies about the process. Just the process. So I think that's more interesting. A lot of times people want to go do like, this thing got invented. We'll show how it took over the world. But I want to see the process of how this thing was invented. That's why I like The Social Network, because it was about, this is how these motherfuckers built up this website and the shit that went down because of it.
Yeah.
It wasn't about, how much money they were making from this website.
It was about them fucking over Homeboy in the end.
Well, I mean, did they?
Well, he only got like 0.02% or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, I read the book that it's based on. That book is based on, right? It's called Accidental Billionaires. And the one things they do in the movie is like they make it sound like he didn't do much, and Mark just fucking like pushed him out.
Yeah.
But in reality, he actually had more to do with, the success of Facebook than the movie implied.
Yeah.
At the same time, he was also pretty lackadaisical on it. And like, there were times where Mark just said, like, hey, we got to fucking make a decision because we fucking missed the boat.
Yeah.
And like, you're taking too long to make these decisions. I mean, that's, I feel like just how business is. Like, sometimes you just gotta, like, the motherfucker has this possible $1 billion company starting and he wants to go work at an internship.
Some people want to be safe. I
don't blame them.
Nah, not do I. I mean, you want to hold on to what you got and try to add more to it.
Yeah.
Versus throwing it all on the table and it doubling or you're losing everything.
I understand that because that's what I feel like. That's what happened to me. I feel like I was at a position where I could have went to the next level with my wrestling. But with wrestling, it's notoriously fickle. Like you don't know if you're going to make it. And at the time, I had a great job in friendlies, so I couldn't really go on those month-long tours, go overseas for a while, and I played it safe.
True.
Still made it where I wanted to go, just not in the capacity that I originally dreamed.
Yeah, I feel you.
Oh.
I mean, how do you feel about it now?
Oh, I love where I'm at right now, and like I see a lot of the red tape that happens in wrestling. It's gonna happen in general, and I'm just like, man. Sometimes I'm like, I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. But then likewise, I have a lot of other stuff I got to deal with that they don't have to deal with. But nowadays I'm like, I'm 40, my body's healthy other than my knee. Like, I'm good. I'm cool with where I'm at.
Okay.
How about you?
Not yet.
What was the process that went through your brain that took you from television communications to the lonely open road?
As crazy as it sounds, I always felt like I was supposed to be on the open road.
Why?
I learned how to drive when I was young. I used to steal my mom's car and be all around. I'm talking like at 13, 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I said I did. and she never knew I had it because I kept it full of gas. Only person with no job that always had money. How the fuck that happened? You know what I'm saying?
So she was just happy that she had a full tank. She didn't ever think, hey, why do I always have a full tank?
I knew how to put it back where it was. You know, the mileage was totally different. But, yeah, I really don't know because I mean,
I love the fact that your life of criminalness led you to where you are.
I wasn't a criminal. I just took windows where they were open. That's all. But no, I mean, I really didn't know where I was going to be. I always had ideas, always had things I wanted to do.
Yeah,
and I just went and did it. You know, if I wanted to do it, I went and did it.
Yeah,
it didn't, and I always felt like it would just run its course.
So like, you felt like whatever you did, like it was just a moment in your life. It wasn't like a forever kind of thing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like even working as a gas mechanic in Chicago, I love that job. And I had got so good at it, being a pipe fitter, pipe layer, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying?
We're laying pipes all over the country,
everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
All over the world too.
That was my I guess my alias or whatever. Who knows? But I got so good at it just starting because I've always wanted the top seat at something, or not something, at everything rather.
Yeah.
Like if I even okay, I'm just for this for instance. Once I got hired and everything else, and I saw you and Pete's position and everybody else, I was like, I want that. I felt like I deserved that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But right now I'm here on this machine. I'm gonna do this, whatever. But I'm gonna get good so I can get to that position.
Yeah.
And if I'm wrong, correct me. But right before I quit, y'all was talking about giving me that position.
Yeah, we were talking about like, you know, you were about to go up there on the tanks, flavoring. You know, we're putting the actual flavor in your hand.
For real. But you know,
next thing you know, we're gonna have sweet potato ice cream.
That shit might be good. Don't knock it.
Yeah, you know, what flavor are you doing today? Gravy.
Oh shit. Nah, mashed potatoes and gravy ice cream. Fuck no.
I'd eat it.
I'd try it, but I don't think it's gonna be good.
So, bro, I remember when you were in town and we went to Salt and Straw, and I got that one that had like the it was like black olive.
Yeah. That nasty. None of that shit tasted good to me.
You just got you don't have a good palate. Your palate is dead.
It's amazing.
Hell no.
I just don't want olives and ice cream. It tastes better in a martini or on a pizza.
First of all, it's nasty in a martini, but it's great on a pizza. Y'all like them green olives, man. Get the fuck out of here with them green olives.
Oh yeah, you got a phobia with green olives. I forgot about that.
Not a phobia. It's PTSD. Right? When I was younger, we went to Uno's Pizzeria on Boston Road, and everybody ordered pizza. I ordered this goddamn salad for some reason. A fucking 8-year-old ordering salad.
Why they look okay? Keep going.
But then I ordered the salad, and then first thing I eat is the fucking the green olive. 5 minutes later, I'm in the bathroom, fucking shitting and throwing up, and I was sick for 3 days. Ever since then, no green olives.
Yeah, that's just weird.
It's the same thing with Grey Goose. I used to drink Grey Goose all the time. And then one night I threw up my bowl of fucking pho, and then I haven't liked Grey Goose ever since.
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shit. But what I was saying about getting where I am now, whatever. I've always wanted the top position. Like I knew I was good enough to have it, and I worked hard enough to get it.
Yeah.
I've always felt that way. Like in my life, which is probably kind of cocky to say, but I don't mean it in a cocky way. It's just like if they can get it, I can too. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And yeah, like I said, oh, just everything running its course. Like no matter what decision I made, for whatever the reason I made it at that time, it would run. And if it's working, keep working. But once it dies down, shit, on to the next one.
Yeah, but okay, so okay, first of all, the only thing that really stopped you at Friendlies was withdrawal. But but
kinda.
all right, but okay, so let me ask you an honest question.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that mentality of it's dying down, time to move on, do you think that helped or hurt your aspirations? Because sometimes, you know, life goes in ebb and flows, and you could be on an upward trajectory, but then sometimes it might come back down a little bit, then go back up. You think, you know, turning away when it was on that downward, you know, trajectory kind of might have stopped you or hurt you in certain scenarios?
I think a little bit of both, because nobody knows what tomorrow's gonna bring. You know, we just hope we wake up in the morning and get to try it all over again. And today might be a bad day at the same bad job. Who knows? But tomorrow, something could happen at that same bad job that turns into a great job.
Yeah.
But you don't know that. And for me, it was more about just the wisdom that came with it. I appreciate it because I've done a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? But I also feel like I don't have nothing to hold on to, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like even though now I can still run gas lines to a house and, you know, whatever else that I've done, I can do it. I've done it before. But I feel like there's no meaning to it anymore if I did it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, do you feel like that kind of mentality might stop you from, okay, so if you're looking at that top seat and you're like, yeah, I can get there.
Yeah.
Do you think that mentality is what's stopping you from reaching that top seat? Because once you get to that middle seat and then you go down a little bit, you automatically just be like, all right, it's time to move on to the next thing, instead of waiting for that curve to come back up and really go for that top seat.
The best way to explain that is give you an example. Because when I was going for the top seat for the pipe fitter, I worked there for 5 years. And within the first year, I became their number one employee.
Okay.
It was after the first year. The second year, because the first year Marvin beat me. He beat me by a couple points, and I was pissed. And I was like, all right, cool.
He got a little more. He got a couple more inches than you. I got it.
He wouldn't have pipe layer though. Just saying. But then once I got my feet in the door, I was like, okay, cool, I'm moving, and my work showed for itself. Where it got to the point where senior guys were asking me, what would I do? I'm like, no, we're gonna run it this way, this is whatever. And they're like, okay, they're following me. Y'all been here 20 years. I've been here too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But let's get it done. And when it came time for me to leave, because, well, you know, I had a daughter. If I could have found a reason to stay, I would have. Yeah. But I couldn't find a reason to stay, so I left. Yeah. And I was right there. I was on the door, like next in line, as a young employee, my own truck, my own helper, like, you know, like getting that seat.
Yep.
And once I found out that I was having a daughter, I was like, okay, that reigns supreme to everything. So let me figure this out. But I searched and asked subliminal questions and did subliminal things just to see people's responses and reactions, and nothing and nobody made me feel like I should stay there. So I left. Okay. And like I said, in the end, it's helpful because I still got the knowledge that came from it.
Yeah.
But it's also hurtful because where the fuck would I be? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You could be the guy, you know, laying pipes at fucking, you know, Wrigley Field or whatever.
It's my own company, you know what I'm saying? But
all right, so when you see what the killer processes he was going through, and like, you know, in trying to find out who you know, hurt his girl, do you, how do I say this? Do you see yourself in any of those scenarios? Because I feel like when someone close gets hurt, you become your true self.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. I just say, like, you can be the nicest person in the world, but when someone or someone you love gets hurt, you either become a bitch and
Mhm.
run over to somewhere else, or you take matters into your own hands. You do something, but your true self really comes out in that moment. Do you see yourself? Do you see any of yourself in the way he handled his situation?
Yes, and that's because, like, even though I can be like aggressive or an asshole, whatever the case may be,
Mm-hmm.
I really believe at heart I'm more of a protector than anything.
Yeah.
And my biggest, I'm gonna just say pain, is knowing that somebody's dealing with something because of your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, yeah. I'll agree with that.
You know,
Like, if someone I love is dealing with some shit because of my own shit,
yeah.
yeah.
So it's like, okay, so you want to attack my girl because of something I did.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that. Why go after her? Come get me.
I feel like you say that in the mirror whenever you think about herpes. You're like, you want because of some shit I did.
But why you come get me? Shit. I don't want these problems, man.
Yeah.
Should have stayed where you was.
All right.
Man,
So before we end this episode, I got one random question to ask you.
Okay.
If you was a world-renowned assassin, right?
Okay.
That when the job is done and you need to go hide out or you need to go live, where is that?
Like I'm retiring?
No, not retiring. But because you saw he lived in Ecuador.
Yeah.
The motherfucker ain't from Ecuador. He looked like he from London or Alabama.
Let's say from Detroit.
Yeah. So but he lived in the woods in Ecuador, away from everything. Like, where's your spot that you lay your head down when you're not killing shit? I just burped.
Yeah.
You ain't even.
No, I seen it, but we got some other stuff. What the hell?
That's Max, and that's
yeah, I know who it is. That's Maxine and Max from a Goofy movie. But they looking like Janet Jackson and Tupac.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Where does Chris Brown lay his head down when he ain't got to go to town? And
as crazy as it sounds, I'd probably want to be on an island somewhere.
But you can't swim.
I can't swim.
I don't know.
You saw me at Key West.
I don't know. You float. I don't know about swimming. You got
buoyancy. I didn't drown, so therefore I was swimming.
You wasn't falling to the bottom of the sea like Tevin's phone.
I fell off that damn fucking toy though. Man.
Yeah.
But me, yeah.
Your own personal island or an actual like island that's inhabited?
Nah, I still want some inhabitants on there, but just like my own space, my own lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Just because if I'm a well-known assassin, and I don't want that shit to catch up with me, you kind of don't want nobody to get to you easily.
Yeah, but if you're on an island where there's other inhabitants, you might get people that come at you because it's a place where other people go.
I mean,
unless it's one of those islands where it's like, okay, like usually only the locals come here. If there's a tourist here,
yeah,
everybody knows there's a tourist here.
Yeah, so a small island, nothing major, nothing big. But
give me an example. Give me an example of a place. Haiti?
Nah. Because I wouldn't even say Hawaii because that's still heavily populated.
Yeah.
But like, nah, I'll say Bora Bora maybe, but it had to be a small island, but not that small where you can still get everyday supplies, if that makes sense.
Okay, so maybe a smaller island in Hawaii that you could just take your little boat over to the big island to get shit.
Either that or they bring in supplies every day. Not that people the top of the mountain. Fuck that shit. They
bring llamas up there.
Look, they get helicopter dropped and have llamas delivered. Like, nah, fuck that. That's too far away from civilization.
Bro, you get if you spend enough time up there, next thing you know, like, oh, we all family.
Look, that's what it looked. That's what it looked like. The llamas too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like they was related. I was like, yo, are y'all seeing this shit?
The llamas look like the dad. You be like, what's going on over here?
Man, they all had the same teeth. I was like, something right. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think I would. Where would I? I would love to say that I'd be like in a quiet place in the jungle somewhere.
Really?
But no, I wouldn't. I feel like I'd be in the city.
Okay.
I feel like I would be in the city somewhere where I can disappear in sight. Where I just look like every other person.
That, for me, I feel like that would be a whole lot of work.
No, but I'm saying if I was in New York City, you know, I'm ambiguous enough to where I could look like any other person in there. So it'd be you'd have to be like, did I just see this person? Maybe not. Like if you live in an island somewhere, like, you know, you probably gonna be the only brother there. So I'll be like, okay, I can go to this island, and as soon as I see you, I know you're there. But if I'm going to a populated area, you know, maybe it's just I thought I might have saw him. Maybe I didn't. Like I feel like hiding in plain sight is better for me than hiding away from everyone. I need that energy from other people.
Yeah, I that's what I'm saying. That's why I need some inhabitants, because I don't know if people realize this. I had to learn it. Sometimes you need somebody else's energy around you.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
You just better hope it's good energy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like just the interaction with another human being, whether it's for conversation or shit, chilling, whatever. It's like, no offense to, you know, your dog and everything else, but it just doesn't do it all the time. You know what I'm saying?
It's weird because like when I was writing my book, like, you know, people always be like, oh yeah, I just need an office where I could sit down at a desk and write my book. And I tried that shit. It just didn't work for me. So what worked for me was going to Barnes and Noble in Holyoke, you know, sitting down at the cafe and just writing, but hearing all that noise around me, all those ambient sounds, life going on.
Yeah.
It calmed my mind and made everything easier. And I just feel like I'm that type of person that the ambient sounds of life are what give me energy. If I'm left to my thoughts, bro.
Oh yeah, your mind could be
fuck I'm doing.
Your mind could be worse than me. But I know, because I used to crack it between I would go play trivia, whatever.
I know. But you gonna play fucking bingo?
Yeah, you call it bingo. There you go. But for me, I was calling my social experience because I stayed because
you live in the fucking woods.
But I wanted to live in the woods. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But one day out the week was my day to go out there and just be a part of civilization for a second, chill out, and then get back to my motherfucking business.
Motherfucker climbed out the woods like the Unabomber.
but that was the reason, you know what I'm saying?
All of a sudden, this big black dude just shows up at fucking trivia, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm just joining up with with the gay dudes and the other people at this table.
The strays, because that's basically what they called us.
I know, y'all look like someone just dumped out a fucking box of toys. That's what y'all
pretty much. But that's how I called it my social experience. I would go out there just to chill, be around people, laugh and joke, you know, and then I'm taking my happy ass back on home to mind my business. And that's what it was.
I feel that. I feel like I feel like the life of an assassin. I mean, I honestly don't believe in the idea of a loner. I don't think it's true. I think someone who's a loner is someone who just got comfortable by themselves, but they don't actually like it. It's just that, you know, when the situation arises and there's other people around, they get uncomfortable, so they just revert back to what they like or what they learn to like. But
I've had to explain that to many people, because I've been asked a question about being alone for so long or whatever the case may be, and I tell them I had to learn to be this way.
Yeah,
I come from a big family, grew up in the city, always lived in the city. You know what I'm saying? But to live amongst a lot of people and still feel by yourself, you learn to be by yourself. So then when you actually get by yourself, it feels normal. Like you don't feel like you're missing anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's also not good either. Yeah. Because like the saying goes, and too much anything ain't good for you.
Yeah. And when you also when you see that kind of person, when you see you amongst friends and, you know, good people and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, you see the real Chris come out. I showed a picture of you teaching Sarath how to dance at my parents' 40th birthday. And I was like, that's the real Chris right there. It's a fun level. Like you jolly. That's if I had to describe Chris as jolly.
Oh yeah, I love to have fun. That's one thing I learned years ago. Like and you know what I learned this from? Watching that damn movie Rise of the Guardians.
What the fucking the one about the fucking like Christmas?
Yeah, Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, all of them like together fighting against Pitch Black. He was a villain.
Yeah.
But when Santa Claus tells Jack, "What's your center?" and because he's going through the different little Santa Clauses,
yeah,
and he was like, "It's his eyes, so he can always see the good in the world."
Yeah.
Now, then it made me really think, like, what's mine? And I just want to have fun. Like, I live for fun.
Yeah.
Like, if I know I'm going to have fun, I'm a different person. I'm going to be the biggest kid you've ever seen in your fucking life. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's that.
Same with me. I feel like I've adjusted to being like, I can operate on my own because me and you, we adjust very well.
Yeah.
One thing I know about me and you is you put us in any situation, we'll adjust. It's not an issue for us. But if you want to bring us to our center, put family around, couple drinks,
some food,
just some fun,
and a bunch of shit talking. Shit talking has to happen.
Yeah. But anyways, all right. Final thoughts on The Killer on Netflix.
I definitely think it was a good movie. If you're into thrillers and if you're into quiet thrillers, I'll put it like that. This will do it for you.
Yeah.
I think if you watched it on the night, I wouldn't necessarily say a family movie, but if you watched it by yourself just chilling, just want something to watch, you won't be disappointed.
Yeah. I think if you're intrigued by the process, and by when I say the process, I mean anything. When you're more intrigued about how things get done versus, enjoying what's been done. For example, like versus if you're more intrigued by the process of making beer versus the party that's happening while you're drinking beer, this is the kind of movie that might tickle your fancy. I like it because it's a different take on the assassin genre. So
gotcha. Yeah,
it was nice. It felt like a just nice, quiet movie, and I think we don't have enough of those these days.
Okay, I agree with you. But before we go, one more question. Yeah. What would you, once the opening scene?
Yep.
And the stripper or the lady, whatever, moved into the way of your sights. Would you have fired again or packed up and left?
I probably would have fired again.
Yeah, I would have too. Because because he's still sitting there in shock.
Yeah.
You still got your target right on him. Just hit another shot and then get the fuck on.
So do you think he was in shock because he shot because the girl got shot, or he's in shock that things didn't go as planned?
I think he was shocked.
Oh, shit. I think he was. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I don't know. Shit. I don't know what's going on. Shit.
I don't know, but clear that out. A little lozenge.
This is damn sweet ass shit. So I don't drink sweet drinks. But I'm sweet enough, goddammit. Shit.
Yeah, no, you molasses. If you a sugar, you molasses.
So I got that line from that movie, Snatch. But
I'm brown sugar, you molasses.
Nah, shit. Okay.
We know the difference.
Molasses ain't never compared nothing good. But get the molasses out your ass, get over here.
Yeah, stop moving like molasses. Get the fuck over here.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I'm that sweet brown sugar.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna leave that alone. I got some punchlines for it that don't need to be in the podcast. Oh man.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I was just saying, I would have shot again if that was your target. And he already mentioned stick to the plan, don't improvise, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just go with it. So if your job was that dude and somebody got in the way at the last minute, shit, finish the job. You still have another second to get it done.
Yeah, I get that. I get that, but I think he was so used to things going. If I take care of my shit, things are gonna go as planned, and it didn't. Like I can't imagine what that's like. Like if you, for instance, if you're a cook and you have a recipe and you've made this recipe hundreds of times, and all of a sudden you follow it the same exact way every time, and it doesn't turn out right, you're gonna be sitting there. You're not gonna be like, oh, let me just try it again. You're gonna be like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, true. You're gonna question what you did.
Yeah.
Especially when you've been doing it for so long.
Yeah. You know what fucked me up about that scene though?
What's up?
Why the glass break so much? Usually you just get the bullet hole, right? That whole shit shattered like you threw somebody out the window.
I mean, it was a big ass rifle.
Yeah, but I mean,
that bullet didn't look small either.
Yeah, I get, but it's going so fast. Like you watch any other movie, it's just real fast right there. That shit broke like fucking The Matrix.
Yeah, it did. You know what? That's a good question. I don't know that one. I can't answer that.
I couldn't figure that out. I saw that. I was like, oh, that was bigger. I didn't expect it to the glass to shatter the way it did. Anyways, all right. That's the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. Once again, it is your boy Sarath, aka Makazi,
and your boy Chris Brown, aka Red 4 Delta. Y'all be good out there.
Please just don't wear solid red shirts. You know what? Let me not say that before I go to California and get shot. Wear whatever you'd like, please.
Don't hate on the Kool-Aid. Just saying. Just saying.
Chris, every time Chris gets in his car, he's like, oh yeah.
Every time I drink this damn shit. The red, white, and blue. Oh, it's gray, but red and blue on my hat. Yeah. I'm trying to be color coordinated here. Not really working too well.
It works. No, it works. All right.
All right.
We out.
Yeah.